Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. Let's jump right in and play some 2K.
A couple of weeks ago, we caught up with Warriors rookie Eric Paschall, and I challenged him to a game of 2K. He is surprisingly good. Check it out. Welcome to 2K TV. Today, I am playing Eric Paschall in a game of 2K. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Ready to play.
It's Friday night, and live, and David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with a sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day at school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Aldridge out there with Adams. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Simmons in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, they've got Jamal Murray, Antetokounmpo out there with Draymond Green, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto. He's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's giving a hand back, building pathways for others. To follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Inside, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And the pass to Doncic. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Here's Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Gobert pulls it in. Three-pointer on the way. Westbrook, no good. Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Takes the 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organizations, they are chomping at the bit to start the season.
to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now, here's Aldridge, and Adams kicks to Doncic. Looking to end the run. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Free throw good. Giannis.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
And, you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
No good on the free throw.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
And he sinks the second.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 5 points in the game over Aldridge, and another basket for Boston.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Passes it to Doncic. Fades and shoots. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Giannis. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Now, here's Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Over Murray. No good off the back of the rim. Outside Westbrook. Shoots. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Here's Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Celtics. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Jamal Murray. And then for Toronto, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Adams. Anthony comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Kemba Walker in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Anthony. Doncic feeling it out. On target from 13 feet. He has 5.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Raptors. Doncic dishes to McGee. Doncic, no good.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit. Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
The lead now cut to single digits.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step back jumper.
Some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
Also, he needs to avoid distractions on the court and off the court. Just focus on the job at hand.
Here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 7 points for Luka Doncic.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Raptors trail by 8. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
First free throw is good.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch 4.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Here's Gobert after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Here's Williams. McGee with the block.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Doncic kicks to Walker. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on the swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
And it's Green missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Walker's shot is off. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Luka Doncic out there with Kemba Walker. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Ibaka. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
And it's blocked. Green against Anthony. Green, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Anthony. Clock at 6. Over Sabonis. Anthony can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Gobert bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact and still scored.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Some changes for Boston. Jamal Murray comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Lou Williams. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Adams, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Serge Ibaka. Simmons checked in for Anthony. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Luka Doncic.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
To the left wing. Here's Murray. Here's Sabonis. Toronto grabs the miss. Simmons with it. Westbrook picks him up. They get it back. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I mean, this guy's strong work ethic on the backboards. Simmons, the way he boxes out and gets nasty underneath, you gotta admire.
Celtics making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. And it's 6 points for Walker.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Murray finds Giannis. And Adams sends it back. Walker with a clean look. Drops in the tray. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Aldridge is covering. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Westbrook with the block. And Adams kicks to Walker. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Antetokounmpo finds Murray. Westbrook. The shot, no good. Good D by Bledsoe. Simmons passes to Bledsoe. Back to Simmons. Pass to Aldridge. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
First one falls for him. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Westbrook missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
But they recover it. Boston again missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Bledsoe passes to Walker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game. And Westbrook, here we go. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce. He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
No good from Simmons.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The pass to Murray. Westbrook with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 10.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
From deep, it's rebounded by Aldridge. Bledsoe for 3, and that one released in time, but no good. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important is that contribution to the team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA, and when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, it makes it a tough team to beat, and you know, just hoping we can keep that up.
I'm sure it puts confidence in you and in the coach going into the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points and 2 assists. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection, some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Green is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Gobert in at the center. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Bledsoe passes to Aldridge. Yep, that one goes. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
No good from Simmons.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Jumps up, and Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Sabonis, he's checked in for Boston. The Raptors also with a sub. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Steven Adams. That's good from Simmons. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I've played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. There was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Aldridge, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Sabonis kicks to Giannis. They need this, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Williams, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Raptors. Anthony comes in for Simmons. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Doncic. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Now, here's Sabonis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside Anthony. To the inside. Doncic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the wing right side. Williams against Doncic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Using the pick to create space, something Lou does exceptionally well.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Toronto. Green against Anthony. Here's Doncic. Again, Toronto.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Westbrook against Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. And that one drops. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Westbrook. Over Walker. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Williams. And that's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Deep 2 from Anthony, and too long on the shot. Celtics trail by 16. That's tipped. Here's Sabonis. That one drops for him. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the Raptors call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Green, and Murray subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Toronto, Steven Adams, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Aldridge comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Ben Simmons in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's the bonus. Kemba Walker making his last shot. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Walker. Yep, that one goes in there. Walker's got 18 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here is Williams. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth, we've got Kemba Walker. Adams is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Simmons. And it's Doncic in at the 2 spot. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Murray dishes to Gobert. Back to Murray. Down low. Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
From deep, Walker. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gobert. From deep, Murray, no good. Toronto leading by 20. And Simmons kicks to Walker. Floats one. That's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
He gets that one. And that's 20 points for Walker.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Kemba Walker. Murray against Doncic. With the shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors leading by 22. Outside, Simmons. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Williams is running.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
There's the lob to Aldridge.
Big men who can score inside and out. Difficult to find. L.A., one of the most prolific.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Gobert. Left side Williams. 5 to shoot. There's Sabonis. The kick out to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it! And how about about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And it's Murray penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Both shots good from the stripe. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly. He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
It's stolen by Green. To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo.
Showing patience, taking time to read the defense. Draymond finds the open man.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Giannis. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Aldridge has got 10 points here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Boston. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Now here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Goes back up. Gobert with the block. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to face that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Adams outside. Dishes to Aldridge. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court?
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Murray. Fires from the line, and the jumper is on the mark. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Gobert brings the double team. Doncic finds Simmons. From deep three-point range, the rebound by the Celtics. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gobert dishes to Westbrook. Back to Gobert. Puts up a 3. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Ben Simmons.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Doncic outside, and so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.